Hi crafters, this is Tracy from We Craft at Home. So today I thought we would have a stamping lesson because I haven't done that for a while. So I've got a rough idea of what I want to do, but to be honest, I'm mainly just going by, I don't know, we'll do it as we go along, I guess. So first things first, I'm going to do an 8x8. My basic idea is I'm going to try and not use indigo blue. I feel like I'm shoving it down your throat too much. So I've got these set of 4 stamps. They're old Kanban ones. Yeah, there's 4 in the set and I'm using bits of each one. So I'm going to use the little girl, but there is also a little boy there. And you can use the back and the front, so acetate window is an excellent idea for it, but I want the little girl. And then I'm going to use the brick wall from this one because I think that'll be cool, and the tree from this one, and maybe some other bits, we'll see. So first of all, we need to concentrate on the card. Where have I put my pencil? Staring right at me. Need a pencil and I want to measure. You could cut this out on the scan and cut, but I'm trying to do it where it's not the scan and cut involved. So, now it is probably better if you do it on the back, I should have thought of that. But that's where we want the window. See, it's better to do it with that because I haven't put it exactly in the middle. I've left a bit more space down so that I can fit the wall in. Yeah, so now we're going to cut that out. Now, I find it easier. Someone might feel it's a waste, I don't know. But I find it easier just to cut across in the middle. And then use scissors. I'm just neater with scissors. I'm not so neat with a knife, so I do that. If you want to save it, then you're going to have to use a knife all the way round. Some people are better with knives. That is definitely not me. Okay, we can tidy it up if we need to, but it should be okay. Now, because we want to hide in the inside, we're going to put the acetate and we want to hide it over. The layer that I've got in between the card and the actual scene, I've cut the middle out so that I can use it on the inside. So that we can stick that down and then that, but obviously that means we need to cut the window out of that as well. So I'm going to do it with this one. This doesn't matter so much as long as it should we centre it? Okay, we're going to want it about there, aren't we? I'll do another. Let's see if I can do it with this. This is a bit thinner. I've used a bit. It's this bit I'm going to muck it up probably. But on the thick card I could never have done it because the pressure you have to use. Yeah, look. I'm already mucking it up. I don't know, some people are just better with knives than others. I'm much better with scissors. Okay, so what we need to do, before we do anything else, we'll get this bit sorted. So there is going to be acetate and that. Glue. So I'm going to stick the acetate down. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. So that I know it's right by the window, I tend to do that. Because you don't want a gap. I know I can do that and that. But I need it to stick exactly to the window. There we go. Okay, so we stick that right over. So we know we've got that inside part done. And then this outside part, we'll just go over there. But we're going to colour it first. So, I wonder, have any of you, come on lock, there we go, ever done the baby white method? I want to add quite a few different colours that will mix nicely. Just as a nice background. And I can put everything else on top I'm not too worried about. I think what I'll do is all the bits like the wall and the girl, I've got extra bits of card by the side of me that I'm going to stick out and add on to so that we can just colour this whole card. So I'm going to use the liquid buffet. I've tried both the indigo blue paints and the liquid buffets and they both work really well with the baby wipe. So lightest colour first. The only thing with the buffets, they're not as sparkly if you use the white. The white kind of takes a lot of it off. It's still there, but just a slight shimmer rather than sparkly. Right, I don't really want to put the wipe in the paints because I'm not sure personally if it's gonna be a bad idea or not, and I don't really want to take the chance. So I'm just gonna mix it up. And you only need a squidge. That's probably too much, but I'm just going to use this one quickly to wipe. Actually, I wonder if that will work. Might do. Let's try it. So the light colour I want kind of round the window. Oh, look at that. I really want it subtle, that's why I might have done it a bit too subtle though. I've used super smooth, it seems to made it a bit glossy. But anyway, then I've got light blue. Well, it says it's light blue, it doesn't look very light here, does it? just amazing. I really, really love these. Wow, look, now I've coloured it. Stirred it. Look at that. That's incredible. Love these. I had the original buffets and I kind of stuck with them. But I'm so glad I've got these now. Okay, so this is like a paler blue, and I'm going to try and mix it in with the purple in a kind of subtle way. Maybe I shouldn't have used super smooth, probably watercolour. Might try a bit of watercolour as well actually. What I'm going to do is just go over them a little bit again where I want the colours a bit. I'm just going to dab it because I want it to be a bit dark around the edges. So these type of things, they always look messy to start with, but you can generally I think I prefer the dabbing technique actually. So what I'm going to do is just go over the other two slightly and see if that helps. So, if I do that like it's on the in, going into the window, I think the dabbing works better. Just bring some of it out a little bit. Okay, now the blue. Just a little bit. It's a lot nicer, isn't it? Look, you can clean up afterwards as well with the same wipe. Okay, now let's just let that dry for a little while, and while that's drying, the thing about the liquid buffets is you have to clean it off straight away, because if it dries you're buggered basically. It's not going to come off. Get these paint mats from Indigo Blue, and I've ruined one where it's just not coming off at all. So now to stamping. We do our little girl first. They're great brand new stamps. They're a bit old, but I'll put in the details where you can get them from. I will own up to the fact that it's from me. I sell them. If I remember rightly, you get the pack of 4 for £6. And they've come in so handy. I do like them. So what we can do with the card, we can put, let's see if we can, you see she's in a sitting position. So we can put her like this, so her head is in the window, and we'll put the wall under so it's like she's sitting on the wall. And then when you go inside, you've got a lovely finish off, because the back of her head will be on top of the front of her head on the other side. I would cut the legs off because the wall is at the front, so you wouldn't see her legs. And then just, that's the idea. So I know a few people have asked about colouring in with stamps, and I think for me the easiest way is with watercolours. It's just, I don't know how to describe how easy it is with watercolours. So we'll use VersaFine. I'm not going to do like 3D decoupage. I'm just going to cut out one, but she'll be on pads. Just I won't add extras. Remember, stamp pad to the stamp. Just hold it, don't push, because if you push the stamp, then you're squashing the detail. It's new stamp, so I might have to. Oh no, that's done perfectly. Look at that. That's perfect. I'm impressed. That has stamped really nicely, actually. So, oh, actually, we will have to do some 3D because our clothes are separate. We have to choose our clothes. So, pad to stamp, pat nicely. Sometimes with a new stamp, it's especially these ones, the Indigo Blue ones, not so much because they're red rubber, but it's just habit for me to do it now. If you rub it as a new stamp, that sometimes helps it stamp better. But that one stamped perfectly, so I don't think we have to worry about that. Okay, so we've got the back and the front of the girl. You decide what colour hair she's going to have, and yeah, see, wow, I am impressed with these actually. Seeing as you get 4 A5 stamp sets for £6, it's not bad at all, is it? I love showing people how to stamp and how easy it is. Like, once you know the main parts of it, like, you know, ink pad to stamp, don't push it, that kind of thing. See, look, they have stamped out beautifully. So, now we're going to watercolour. So, for watercolouring, you need either a water brush where you put the water into the tube and use it like that. I tend to use that. I find it a bit easier. Or just a little tub with a paintbrush. And I'll show you the easiest way. Now, I'm just going to share something with you actually. These pencils, they're very expensive ones. Well, for me they were very expensive. I think they were £12. These ones that I'm going to use now were £3, and you can't tell the difference. They work just as well. So sometimes, you know, going for the more expensive ones does not necessarily mean they'll be better. So the trick to doing any watercolouring, the stamping has got the lines for you. So you know the lines are where the darker colour has to be. So if you just do a few pencil marks like this, just around the hair, you know there's going to be a dark patch there. Obviously you do whatever colour hair you want. I didn't want to do flowers as usual, or, you know, so I thought I'd just do a nice little girl one. I'm sure plenty of us have got grandkids. Okay, so that's all I've done. You see, there's no technique to it or anything. Just, yeah, it's wet. Just want to make sure that that colour is not on it. No. Sometimes you get it stained. So then all you're going to do is drag the colour out. So it depends how intense you want the hair to how much you colour it in. But don't colour too much at once, because it might dry so that it won't let you colour it too much. I actually want it quite light because that's how I like watercolour. But as you can see, I haven't got any special way of doing it. It's literally just colour and blend. Now I'm just going to test this. This is the other pencils. I want to see which one is going to look better for skin type colour. Okay, I'll come back to the skin. We'll do the front of the hair now. I might get the, it's actually Pro markers. I've got flesh colours there, so I think I might use that. I'm not sure yet. So again, you want it darker on the lines because that's where the natural shading is. That's how the stamp is always done. You can see I am not being particularly careful. And you just layer and keep going until you know this is the colour you wanted. Obviously match the colours as well. Okay. You don't have to be exact because that's the point of watercolours, isn't it? Is to just do a little bit of the hair there. There, so that's her hair. I mean, you could go into more detail if you want to, but that will be okay. So I'd have to do the flesh colour. I'm not going to colour her underwear because we have a whole... I'll put that back on it so you can see. We have a whole load of clothes that we can choose. There's a nice top there, trousers. Let's see, what shall we have? So I'll just get a stamping block for it. So this one is the front, and then that bit's the back of it. Although it's hard to properly work out, I can see that. And then that's the front of the jeans. And there's the back. So let's do them for now. I think this cut off will be perfect. So they're just nice little tops. There we go. I'll tell you what, these stamps, they stamp beautifully. I'm really impressed with them. I've only used the teddy bear one before, but I'd forgotten just how good they are. Okay, so the dress, the top I think pink. Seeing as I'm doing a girly girl. Again, follow the lines. And then just lightly on them to get the arms. Might leave the frills white because I think if I imagine a top like that, I think the frills would be white. You can see, like, a watercolour in, just how simple it really is, and it's got a bit of shading to it, as you can see. There we go. So let's think trousers. I think blue. I think blue is right. I've got a light blue here, so let's do them as kind of stonewashed. So think about the shading. Look, the lines are there. We know it's going to be darker in the middle. Okay, and then we'll just blend it. There we go. Do the same for the back. Okay. I'm sorry I keep going quiet. When you're colouring, it kind of, you go into deep concentration, don't you? Even simple colouring like this. Okay, so she's going to have a nice pretty pink top with some blue trousers. There we go. That's simple. Now you can either put them on the scan and cut them out, or cut them out by hand. I kind of like cutting out sometimes, depends on my hands, if they're working well or not. And what else have we got? Now look, she is holding something in her hand. So what is there? Okay, there's a balloon. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Now we don't need two. I didn't need the bottom of the trousers either, did I? We don't need two of the balloon because it's going to be outside the window. So I don't need the back of that. I reckon I'll be able to get it there. So, oh dear, I didn't cover the... Okay, so we'll just put it there. Now I just press down on that, so can you see how the line has got a bit thicker? So that shows you why you shouldn't do that. So let's do it again. On a flat surface. Okay, so put it down and hold it. Do not push. I don't think I did. No, there we go. So let's have a red balloon. Simply because I love red. So you can see where I've gone just round the outside of each, and then we'll get the water brush and we'll bring all the colour in. It's not wet. There we go. That's it. There we go, see? The colour just comes in. That's all it takes. Do a little bit on there. There we go. So there's the balloon. So you can see that watercolouring is really just scribbling and rubbing. It's so straightforward. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish off, colour the rest of it. Now I've shown you how to do it. Do my wall, do the tree, and then I'll be back to put it all together. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, so I've coloured everything and I've cut it all out. So now it's a point of putting it together. I started to change my mind on this colour. Oh, I've got the leaves everywhere, apologies. Yeah, I started to change my mind, but I'm going to keep it. I was thinking maybe some blues and greens, so it, you know, looks like the background, but there's nothing to say you can have a different, unusual background. So yeah, I'm going to keep it. So for this bit, I'm not sure what colour I should put between. I think personally silver. Let's see what this will do. It's a bit better. Could just use silver mirror card, of course. But I was originally going to do it like a pink or something. Could have glittered it as well. I know you're not going to see that much of it, so... Could have foiled. There's loads of different ways, isn't there, of just using different stuff. But I really wanted to start off with watercolouring and basics, so because a lot of people ask me about colouring, and watercolouring I think is always a first step. And you know, you can do the same effect like watercolouring using your paints, your inks. Distress inks are very good for watercolouring. Just dab it on your mat and then mix some water in and do it that way. Right, let's see how this looks. I've never done it with a marker before, so them leaves, they're getting everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted subtle, so I think the silver does it. Okay, let's get sticking. Okay, so we've got a funky background. But I just wanted to show you, you don't have to have, you know, what conformity says you should have. You can do it however you like. It's your piece of art. Okay, so I was thinking got the tree. And I've got my little girl who will be sitting on the wall. And I'm going to get her dressed. I love these stamps, they're so cool. She's got a hand like that because she's going to have a balloon. Now what have I done with her top? That's with the back. I've lost her top. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's get her dressed so she can have a present there. Okay, so I think the wall I will do flat. I wasn't going to, but I do think I do want a little shape though. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Sorry guys, you always change as you go along. There it is. I'm going to pin flare it just a little. Just so that it comes out a little bit like a wall would. Now you, young lady, the flesh colouring, I actually ended up using a very light brown watercolour pencil, but I went over it very lightly, so it didn't leave any of the pencil marks. Okay. Pads. Let's think about this. Okay, so we don't want it on the legs, just the body. So like that. I do want it so that the hand is resting. I'm going to glue the hand down though. So So I need to stick her exactly like she's sitting on the wall. I need a balloon. Now you could really draw a string to her hand or use a peel off or wire. I think ribbon might be a little bit too sorry, I think ribbon might be a little bit too thick for the size of the balloon. You need more sort of string. So we will put that about there. Okay, close now. Let's do the top first. I'm just giving it a little bit of shape. I think I use a bit of pin flare again. Pin flare is fine. The only thing is if you're making the card quickly, it needs time to dry. Okay, there we go. Where's your trousers gone? Oh, right in front of me. So again, a little bit of shape. Should have put them on first, really. That's the good thing about glue gel. You can change it. Take it off and put it back on again. Okay, and then this is going to be sitting on the wall as well, next to her. And then we need the tree. I think I'll use glue gel. The good thing about using glue gel is that you can have it at different heights. You can do that with pads, but it's a little bit harder and you've got to use all the different heights there are. You've got to have like 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil. Here you just, you know, you do it how you want to do it. I think I want that bit out a bit more than the rest. So, I do want that at the top, like that. So it looks like it's in front of the wall. You see, it's just in front of the wall, but on the same level. I'm just going to make sure I've stuck it down good. Okay, now do we need some extra tree bits? Yeah, I think I'll do a little bit. Just a little bit of glue. And then I've got another little bit. I think I'll put maybe on top. Yeah. And then I've got layered leaves. What I'm going to do here is just glue the branch and then lift the leaves up. I'll wait until the glue's dry though. And then I've got loads of extra leaves that we can either stick on top or have flying around. Okay. So you can just lie it all over the place. Just do it like that. And we can put a few down like this. Maybe we'll put one on the wall. There we go. So all the leaves are floating down. So that's the main front of the card. I've still got to do the string to the balloon. And that's just using watercolours. Now we're going to gently... Oh, I forgot her shoes, bless her. Okay, so you do the inside, and all you're going to do, I'm going to do it flat though. It's just a kind of nice way to finish it off. You could make it so that the whole card is about both ways. Okay, so I've done it straight over it, and as you can see I've only done as far as her bottom. I have lost her bottom jeans. What have I done with them? I did have them, didn't I? Oh, I'll put a top on so you can... I mean, I think with the top you wouldn't see the jeans anyway. That's not the point. I did have them. Yeah, so you're not going to see the jeans anyway. So, you know, it goes like this. And then you can open and she's inside. Apart from the bit that's on the front wall, which you wouldn't see. So I'm quite happy with that. I just need to do a sentiment. Okay, so what I would do is put the sentiment up here. Just a nice little happy, girly sentiment. And that's your stamping done. So as you can see, I am by no means a colourist. Absolutely not. So it just shows you can do whatever you like, and you can add stuff to the background. You know, you could, I don't know, put diamantes all over it, or glitter it up a little bit, add a ribbon, whatever. There's so much scope. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is just to colour, make your own backgrounds, do the bit behind easily, and these beautiful stamps that you can do a back to as well. So I will put where you can get the stamps at the bottom. Like I said, they are from me on eBay. I don't want to hide anything from you, so just letting you know that. And I will be seeing you soon. Thank you for watching.